Right, so we're set up and our forum will be living at whatever this is. PN Forum. Oh, if I spelt my name right. Oh. I'm getting worse at typing, I don't know why. pnforum.discourse.net, right? That is where... Oh my... Like the new Mac keyboard is so sensitive. It just double hits you all the time. So this is our forum. This is where it's living, right? We want it to live in a forum.paulnicholson.com or forum.pnuk.com, wherever it is. Or if you want it to be the whole, paulsforum.com, that's what we need to set up now, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to create the host name. Where's it going to live? So look, forum.yourname.com. Forum. And you can send this to 2 different places if you want to, but let's just do it to one because that's what you're going to do. If you're moving another forum across, you might want to use both these names, but most people will just be using one forum domain name. So let's work out how to do it. So what we're going to call it, I'll call it the PN Forum, right? At, what we're going to do, pnuk.com, right? Now, what it'll do is it'll look for that, and it'll say it doesn't exist. So what you've got to do now is go to your DNS settings of the domain that you need to edit and point towards this. So that means you've got to go to GoDaddy and change the settings, or I use Cloudflare. Wherever your DNS settings are hosted, who did you buy the domain name off? That's where you've got to go, right? So mine's at Cloudflare, and I'm just going to pause you while I log in. So I've just logged into my Cloudflare. This is the funkiest part of this setup, is getting your DNS setting correct. So I'm going to go to Cloudflare, I'm going to go to DNS. If you're in GoDaddy, you would log in and go to Manage Domains, click on your domains, and at the bottom it says Edit DNS. And what you need to do is add a C name to point to that discoursehosting.net. Do you see how my forum is already pnuk.com at Discourse? That sends it to the forum, and I've actually sent it to ask.pnuk.com as well. But what I want it to be, I'm going to add a record. So on the DNS settings, sorry, I don't want to fly through this, but I don't want to slow you down either. Go to your DNS settings and add a record. Add one that is CNAME, and then whatever, if it's the main, if you want it to be a main website, so if you want it to be yourforum.com, do an @ here, do an @. But odds are you want it to be, and we're going to call this PN Forum. So this will make it pnforum.pnuk.com. Right, so type in whatever the domain you want it to be before your main domain name, right? It'll make sense. And then we need to put in this whole name, right? Have I closed it? pnforum.discoursehosting.net. That's where we're pointing it to. pnforum. I've copied it on now. .discoursehosting.net. That is where I want it to point to. And I'm going to save that. There we go, PN Forum. So now, when I go back, and sometimes this part takes a little while to take, you may find you need to refresh the page, or you need to wait for your settings to change, so that the DNS settings are being picked up by Discourse Hosting. pnforum.pnuk.com. Right? Will it pick it up straight away? It did, so now we've got a tick, which means we've pointed this to this. And Discourse Hosting is saying, yep, we see you. Save the settings. And now it's configuring the forum to work at both pnforum.discoursehosting.net, but also at pnforum.pnuk.com. So now we're setting it up to work where we want it to live. And it takes a little bit of time, and now it is configured. It does take a little time to run before you go here and run it. So we're going to go to it. And hopefully it'll load. Just take a little bit of time after the configuration to come through, but now you'll see we've got a secure our name, our domain name is where we want it to be. It is on our host. It's on our domain, our business domain now, and we've got a secure forum.